It's been a really long time since I filmed a book haul video, but here I am, the weekend right before finals of my junior year, and I am still alive, although talk to me at the end of this week, because I have three finals, an article, an essay, and lots of packing to do. Yeah. So I have a few books from the last 3 weeks to share with y'all. I received a couple days ago through NetGalley. I got Dramatically Ever After by Isabel Bandera, which is the sequel to Bookishly Ever After, which was totally like a bookworm's like wildest dream, basically, in book form. And this one's a companion sequel, sort of. I know that the main character is Bookishly Ever After's main character's best friend, and so it's gonna be fun to get a different perspective and different characters and everything. And I'm excited to read it. I think that it'll probably it comes out June 6th, so I'm probably going to try and read it not this weekend but next, or within the time frame. Like maybe when I'm driving home on Friday with my parents, because 8-hour drive, I need a lot to read. But yeah. And then the other book I got was an ARC that got sent to my house, and then my mom passed it on in my Easter package. It's The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. I quite enjoyed This Monstrous Thing by Mackenzie, which was her debut, and this one sounds just as fun. I think I heard when she was writing this, she pitched it kind of like Blank Space meets like the 1800s, or not the 1800s, the 18th century, which Taylor Swift, so it's going to be pretty fun. And it's basically, if you all have heard about like what's the word I'm looking for? I am blanking. Like the tradition for young Englishmen to take a tour of the continent, like basically when they come of age, that is kind of what this is. Super excited. It's very fat. I love big books. And I know that a lot of bloggers have loved it, so I can't wait to read it soon. It doesn't come out to the end of June, so I'm going to wait a bit, but thank you to HarperCollins for this lovely arc. And then I've actually received a few books the past few weeks, just gifted to me. In my Easter package, or well, before that actually, like my mom sent this book called, which I've already packed as I've been trying to, get ready to go home. But it's kind of a coffee table type book called Taylor Swift This Is Our Song, and it's a collection of various articles and like reviews of Taylor over the years, and then like fan essays and things like that. So it looks really cool and fun. I think I read it like while I was at Joseph Beth last fall, but now it's good to own it. I've actually been getting a lot of coffee table books lately, and that is the latest in the collection. Speaking of coffee table books, here's one about coffee. I'm really proud of that like reference and transition and everything. In my Secret Sister package for April, my Secret Sister gifted me Literary Starbucks, which actually started as a Tumblr blog. I followed them for, I think, several months before they mentioned that they had a book deal, and this book came out last August, I think, and it is so much fun, y'all. Like, there's all these, like, there's characters and authors and illustrations, and there's stuff about like you and the lyric I and things like that. Let me see if I can quick find one of my favorites to share with y'all. Alright, two favorites. Harry Potter goes up to the counter and orders a butterbeer latte because Dumbledore told him to, and he's pretty sure he can trust that guy. That's sass. Louisa May Alcott enters, ducks, and orders a cup of joe. The Ducks references to like something that happened on the previous page, but I really like the cup of joe. Anyways, this has been so much fun. Like, I've been sharing it with my English department friends, and there's a King Lear one that I read to my Shakespeare prof, and there's a Tolkien and C.S. Lewis one that I read to one of my profs who is like, he's a C.S. Lewis scholar, and he's obsessed with Tolkien and C.S. Lewis. The whole school is kind of. Like, I feel like we barely go to chapel without a C.S. Lewis reference. It's hysterical. But yeah, thank you to my Secret Sister for that. It's so much fun. We were reading it a bit at like our creative writing for young people dinner on Thursday, and it was really entertaining. Also on Thursday, I think. I was just hanging out in the English department, as I tend to do sometimes because, you know, I'm a creative writing major. And I was talking to one of my profs about our new department t-shirts, which are super cool looking. And one of my other profs came over and he handed me a book and he's like, "Here, read this summer." So thank you to Dr. Straight for The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I think that's how you say his name. It is very fat and it's fantasy. I'm definitely gonna I'll probably knock this out within 2 days, as I tend to do with big books. But I'm really excited to read it. He knows that I like fantasy and YA and things like that, so this will be interesting to try. I think I'm trying to remember who. One of my friends in Creative Writing for Young People saw that I had it, and she said that she had read the first book in the series, I think, which is this one, or she'd read most of it, and that she'd liked what she'd read. So we'll see. And then I also have 3 books I bought that arrived. I was not expecting to buy any books between the beginning of April and the end of April, more like beginning of May, with just pre-orders, bookending it and everything. But then they released Triple Threat by Gwenda Bond early. This is the 3rd Lois Lane book, and it's supposed to come out, I believe, May 1st, but for some reason it released last week, which was exciting. Her books, they're not very fat, but they're surprisingly heavy and heavy duty. It's impressive. I've already read it. I've got a review going up, I think, next week about it, or this week, very soon. Yeah. And it was very fun. I definitely want more Lois Lane books, though, definitely. I need more of her just having fun, because I love superhero books, especially when they're teenagers, and it's fun, you know? And then I also, right before Easter, I got a Barnes & Noble coupon, and since I was going to be here alone on campus for Easter, I was like, I might as well have a little book therapy. So I ordered a little something for my secret sister, so I'm not going to be talking about that. But I ordered 2 books that I have not read yet, and I will be hopefully reading soon. The first one is Rebels Rising by Shanna Swenson. Ugh, the lighting in here is terrible. I hate my dorm room. This is the 3rd book in the Rebels series. That started with Rebel Mechanics and then Rebel Magisters. And I like the covers on the first 2 better, but this one's still really fun. If you can see, she's wearing a purple dress, and it looks very historical fiction-y. I just gave the first 2 books to my mom to read a few weeks ago, or maybe within the last 2 months, and I think she enjoyed them, so she's excited to read this as well. And then the other one I got is another 3rd book in a series. It is First Class Murder by Robin Stevens, and that's in the Wells and Wong mystery series, which started with, the titles are different. It's a UK series originally, but Simon & Schuster has been publishing it in the US, and the titles here are, first book is Murder is Bad Manners, then Poison is Not Polite, and then First Class Murder, which I think has to do with the Orient Express, so it's basically taking a page out of Agatha Christie, and I'm excited. I'm hoping, I know that there's been a few more published in the UK, so I'm hoping we'll get those over the next couple of years, because they're fun middle grade mysteries, and they're historical, and they're diverse, because the main character is Hazel Wong, who narrates with her best friend Daisy Wells, and I just think they're very enjoyable for middle grade books. I would love to read more middle grade, I'd like to enjoy more middle grade, and I just don't, but I do like this trilogy so far, this series, so. Alright, that's all the books I got in the last few weeks. I'm going to be getting a couple pre-orders this coming week, and actually one of them is going to be signed. I'll maybe hopefully film another book haul video again soon, I won't leave y'all hanging again for months and months and months, so then I can talk about that there. And I'm hopefully going to be doing a lot of library reading, because it sounds like I'm going to be home this summer, not in New York with an internship like I hoped, so I'll basically be trying to demolish my TBR list. So thank you for watching, and keep me in your thoughts and prayers with finals week. Hopefully I won't do too terribly on my exams. Bye!